All right, team. We are live on a Friday. Happy Friday to you. This is going to be probably the best birthday present I've ever gotten, this Bitcoin ETF that's coming. Let's take a look at what's going on. This is going to be a quick video, but for everyone who has wondered why I've been saying what we've been saying, the expectation of the ETF, Wall Street getting on board, what that means, the good, the bad, and the ugly, regulators being involved in Bitcoin. Why is all that good? Why are some of these things that look bad good? Why is Bitcoin? Oh, let's check it. Why is Bitcoin over $60,000 again? A number of different things that I want to discuss today, including this gentleman who said that crypto could be a meltdown. He may be right, but it's not crypto that's going to melt down. It's the rest of the financial system, and he's worried about Bitcoin. We're going to get to that in a second. So we just talked about Bitcoin hit 60,000. As I told you, the whole way down, all the way to 30 in the high 20s. The high 20s. And even in the high 20s, I said, hey, be prepared for it to continue to go lower. Keep buying. Why? Because it was a shakeout. It turns out the Wyckoff accumulation, the Wyckoff distribution method played out almost to a T. And now Bitcoin ETFs, this is one article, Bob Fasani, who's really good actually. Bitcoin ETFs may finally make their debut on the trading to the public next week. Now, it's rumored that this is a go and that the iShares is going to be trading. The iShares Pro Bitcoin ETF is going to be trading on Tuesday. Now, the SEC has until midnight on Monday to shoot it down. They can still shoot it down, but this thing is moving forward. There is steam here. It is coming in. The SEC would have to get in the way and cause a big stink. ProShares is going to be the first one. There will be more. A couple things. Some people are saying, Dave Niggett said 75% chance of approval. I'm telling you right now, it's 100%. Okay, let's call it 99.9. It's happening. It's happening, and this is part of the reason why you're seeing the run-up. But they're going to deceive you with a couple of different things here, and I'll show you in just a second. So, Bitcoin Futures ETF, disappointment or step in the right direction? The ETF is based on Bitcoin Futures. Okay, this is the iShares one that we're talking about that's going to get approved. Actually, it doesn't even need to be approved. It is approved. It's going to start trading on Tuesday unless the SEC gets in the way. So, I guess allergies are so bad today. It's a disappointment to many in the Bitcoin community who would prefer a pure play ETF backed by physical Bitcoin, just by Grayscale. GBTC. If that's what you want, what do you need an ETF for? It already exists. GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, physical Bitcoin. There you go. Who cares? The ETF, if you're in the Bitcoin community, you're not buying the ETF anyway. You're buying coins, just like you should be. Putting them in your offline wallet, getting them out of the exchanges. Don't let the exchanges take your Bitcoin and let someone else borrow it to short the market. You get it off the exchange. Okay? Don't leave it in Coinbase. You get a private wallet. Put it in a hardware wallet if you want, or a software wallet. I don't care, but get it off the exchanges. That's the way you do this. This isn't for people who understand Bitcoin. This is for the people who don't. This is for the people who trust Wall Street. This is for the people who trust iShares and trust the banks. This is for them. How do you shift an entire group of people from not understanding something, but seeing that people are making money and wanting to get into it, but wanting to get into it en masse with people that they trust? This is how. Now, the reason why this is important is because Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, you say, well, if we already have a pure play that you can buy in your retirement account, why don't people just buy that? Why are people waiting for this ETF, which is going to be worse? Okay, because it's not being pushed. Grayscale, GBTC, this one right here, Wall Street can't make any money on this, the way that it's set up. It's a trust. There's no play in it. Okay, the old steering wheels that had play in them? There's no play in there. There's no wiggle room to squeeze out profits, to extract, to skim, if you will. In this ETF-backed futures play, there's going to be play in the wheel. There's going to be room to skim. There's going to be money for Wall Street to make, and so they will sell it. And when they sell it, futures will be purchased, which will run up the price of Bitcoin. Okay. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. And people will make money in it. And then they will realize as they learn more about Bitcoin, as more adoption happens, that I don't want to be in an ETF. I want to own the coins. This is a part of the transformation happening perfectly, exactly as it's been drawn up on the drawing board. I mean, it couldn't be more perfect the way that it's set up. Here's another article. That was Bob Pisani. Thomas Frank says, hey, SEC is actually poised to allow the first Bitcoin futures ETFs to begin trading, source says. A lot of people were chatting about this yesterday. It's coming front page news today as Bitcoin is over 60,000. So annoying. Got to go to the doc to get these allergies looked at. A person familiar with the SEC's deliberation told CNBC the regulator isn't likely to block ETF proposals by ProShares and Invesco, which are based on futures contracts. So here it comes. People's retirement accounts. But what's important about it is it's flipping the Wall Street sales team from anti-Bitcoin product to pro-Bitcoin product. And we are going to see it coming hard and fast. Really, really incredible stuff. So this is happening. It's going to start trading on Tuesday. Wall Street is gearing up and trading their people to sell it right now. So let's go to this one real quick. So this was yesterday. Elliott Smith wrote this, and there's a guy, Cunliffe is his name, who basically said, hey, he's from the Bank of England, Deputy Governor for Financial Stability. Deputy Governor for Financial Stability, John Cunliffe. He warned that cryptocurrencies could spark a global financial crisis unless tough regulations are introduced. Oh, really? Oh, really? How would they spark a financial crisis? Most people would read this and they would think that he's talking about, people are going to lose all this money in their cryptocurrencies, and that is going to spark a financial crisis. That's not. That's how they're trying to frame this article based on what he said. That's not what he really said. Look at what he actually said. What he actually said was that crypto technologies offer the prospect of radical improvements in financial services. What he's saying is listen, people are going to abandon bonds. People are going to abandon stocks. People are going to abandon banks and put money into crypto. And crypto is going to run up huge. It's going to run up so huge that it'll have to fall. And regulations will have to come in. There could be an event that is pretty wild that's attached to that. He very well could be right. At what point does that happen? Is it Bitcoin 300,000, 250, 400,000, a million? I'm not sure. But if you look at the spread now, what you're starting to see is Bitcoin, king of crypto, is the leader by far. When you look at gains, when you look at just across the board on different cryptos, Bitcoin is the big winner every day. And when crypto's down, Bitcoin's down less. You're just seeing more money go in that direction. There are supply issues. If you want to follow someone who does good on-chain analysis, William Clemente is the guy I would recommend on Twitter. William Clemente, he's a young guy. He does this stuff. He basically can tell you exactly what's happening. And right now we have supply shock issues because there are major, major whales who are accumulating the actual coins, putting them away, stocking them away. And that's going to keep happening. Okay, we're in the early days of the gold rush, but imagine the gold rush when there's only so much gold. There's a finite amount, and we all know there's a finite amount. In fact, we know what that amount is. That's what's going on with Bitcoin. It is not too late to get in, but whatever you do, if you haven't bought yet and you're like, oh, finally, Derrick, okay, fine, I'll buy some Bitcoin. Good, you got me. Don't just run in and buy it all at once. Scale yourself into it. Okay, scale yourself in. Buy every week, whatever amount you're comfortable with. That way you dollar cost average. Start now. If you want to put $60,000 in and buy one coin, instead of doing it just all at once, put $5,000 in every month for the next 12 months and just have it be automatic. Okay. It will go up. It will go down. But whatever you do, don't just go throw it all in. All right. There's going to be ups and downs and you'll be prone to mistakes if you do that. But bottom line, everyone who owns Bitcoin, I'll see you on your yacht soon. Have a good day.